Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on social media, Twitter X, whatever it's called. I don't know anymore. I don't care. Hit me up on TikTok. Hit me up with the community post. You already know the vibes, man. And it's Saturday. It's time to collide. AEW Collision. I got your AEW Collision review. And man, we saw the tag team match. We saw the main event. I'm going to go ahead and just skip to the main event because that's how good it was. The show overall was good, but I just really want to start over this main event because it was awesome. We saw the team of FTR defending their AEW tag team titles against Better Than You, Baby, the team of Adam Cole and the AEW, or one of the AEW World Champions, MJF. And this was an awesome match. The crowd was hot for it the whole time. As soon as MJF and Adam Cole's music hits, the crowd just erupted. They were so hot for this match that they were even booing FTR. That's how hot this crowd was. The match was awesome. Saw a whole bunch of beef between old MJF and FTR Bald. But you know, end of the day, man, FTR, they were just the better team on this occasion. That Adam Cole and MJF couldn't finish the story. FTR is still the AEW Tag Team Champions. Unfortunately, I was upset by it. The cameraman cut to a whole bunch of fans in the crowd. They were upset by it as well, because we had a feeling that something was going to happen. There was still a little bit of time at the end of the show, so you figured, all right, here it comes. Who's going to turn on who first? And the way this match ended was FTR was about to hit the Shatter Machine on Adam Cole, and surprisingly, MJF pushed Adam Cole out the way, took the Shatter Machine himself. And the way commentary played it up was like, this was the most unselfish thing MJF has ever done in his entire life. And like I said, FTR won. And the way that MJF sold this was like, he really let Adam Cole down. Like, he was upset. He kept saying like, he lost the match. He was crying a little bit. And Adam Cole had to kind of talk him down. Like, yo, you didn't lose the match. We both lost. We're a team. You're my friend. I think he even said, I love you, man. It's going to be okay. And as Adam Cole was trying to hype up the crowd, trying to get MJF back to his feet, you saw MJF holding with the title, and you're thinking, all right, here it comes. And the surprising part was, Adam Cole kind of figured it was coming too. So everybody figured that this was going to be the big turn. MJF was going to attack Adam Cole. He was going to hit him with the title. And it didn't happen. They ended up hugging. So some people would honestly say that the true tag team titles are the friends we made along the way. But in all seriousness, it looks like Adam Cole and MJF are still going to be a tag team, which that's pretty cool. It looks like MJF's kind of sort of turning face, I guess. I don't know. It's still MJF. I still don't trust him. And then on top of that, let's not forget that MJF did still promise Adam Cole a title shot. So it's going to be real interesting to see how this dynamic works going forward. Are they going to be a legit tag team going forward? Are they going to be friends? How does Roderick Strong and his goofy neck brace feel about this? Only time will tell, but the match itself was just awesome. The aftermath was awesome. This was a tremendous main event. As far as the rest of the show goes, it started off with the ladder match between Buddy Matthews and Andrade El Idolo. And this was for the custody of Andrade's mask. And I was like, listen, I'm ready for this storyline to be over, but I am also ready for this match to kick off. And this was a dope ladder match. Little behind the scenes thing about me, ladder match is one of my favorite match types in wrestling, like of all wrestling, like from the TLC matches for the tag team ladder matches. So the fact that Andrade and Buddy Matthews cooked up this phenomenal ladder match, and I was expecting to see Roosh make his return to help out Andrade, but that wasn't the case. We saw handcuffs. We saw a sign that said, Buddy, Dirty Dom, so your girl. We saw Julia Hart go through a table. That was pretty crazy. Like, she was on the back of Andrade. Buddy Matthews was handcuffed, but he broke free. He climbed up the ladder, and somehow, some way, Andrade reversed it and pushed Julia Hart through into Buddy Matthews, who fell through the table. That was crazy. Andrade won. He got his mask back. Oh, happy day. We can finally stop hearing Andrade fussing about his mask. They can move on to something else. Hopefully, with Roos re-signing with AEW, hopefully Roos will come in and maybe Drogistico can pull up and they can have like a trios tag team match for the trios championships, because House of Black is still the trios tag team title holders. So you figure, you know, that would be the logical step. LF5 versus the House of Black. But overall, the ladder match was phenomenal. There was even a spot where Buddy Matthews popped his shoulder back in place. Like the referee, or not the referee, but the ringside doctor helped pop his shoulder back into place. And that was crazy. I was like, yo, because you heard the pop. I was like, ah. And then we go from the phenomenal ladder match to seeing Miro backstage talking to Tony Schiavone. And he's talking about the Great War. He was about to ask Miro about the Great War that was coming. And then out of nowhere, Aaron Solo pulls up and attacks Miro. He hits him with a chair, but Miro overpowers it. He gains the power of God and he beats Aaron Solo's ass. And I started thinking, is this going to be Miro's next feud with QTV? Like, we haven't seen Powerhouse Hobbs on TV in a while since he lost. So is this what it is? Is QT Marshall going to fight Miro to prove his loyalty to Powerhouse Hobbs? I don't know. I don't know. We really got to see where this storyline goes. But if it isn't, and what happened to QTV going up with the Acclaim? Like, wasn't the white woman free? I don't know. We just gotta wait and see how this goes. But there's gonna be some QTV entanglements going on with Miro, I guess. I don't know. So earlier in the night, you saw Darby Allin do a backstage promo talking about Swerve, talking about Christian, talking about Luchasaurus, and he said he was going to make his way to the ring tonight and he wanted to fight. And that's exactly what Darby Allin did. He made his way out to the ring and he stood there and he waited for his opponent. And his opponent was none other than the murder grandpa himself, Minoru Suzuki. And he came out to his theme, Kazunina Ray, and it got to the part, and I think we're going to have a Suzuki Incident Part 2, because they didn't really get to finish that part, because Darby Allin did a suicide dive on Minoru Suzuki as the part was coming up with a Kazunina, that part. So that didn't really go over too well, and this angered the murder grandpa. There was even one part where he just looked angry and pissed off that the skateboard man interrupted his song, his beautiful, lovely song. But this was a hard-hitting match. Darby Allin, he got knocked around a little bit. Minoru Suzuki kept beating the hell out of this man. Ultimately, what happened was Darby Allin won with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up. But after the match, Minoru Suzuki was kind of mad because he was saying that he got his shoulders up, and it looked like he was going to come back and just kill Darby Allin with a steel chair. That didn't happen. But what did happen after the match was we saw on the Contron, we saw Luchasaurus with the real TNT champion Christian Cage, and he was pretty much saying that, yo, you're distracted with Swerve and AR Fox, and you're not focused on the real trouble in hand, and that's Luchasaurus and the real TNT champion Christian. Speaking of promos, we had a promo from Toni Storm hyping up her match with Hikaru Shida this Wednesday on Dynamite for the AEW Women's Championship, and that should be a good match. My only thing is, All In is a couple of weeks away. Why not save this match for All In? Because this isn't just a random match between two women for the AEW Women's Championship. There's an actual story here. Going back to the beginning of the whole Outcast storyline, going back to January, where Saraya was picking her tag team partner, and she went with Toni Storm instead of Shida, and that really kicked off this whole Outcast storyline going up against the originals. So you would figure that this would kind of tie in to the story being told, and it will lead to the match at All In. Like, the story is right there, but I don't know. Maybe something will happen this Wednesday on Dynamite, and Tony Khan will say, you know, we're gonna have a rematch at All In. Right now, I don't really know, but the match itself should be good. Toni Storm called Hikaru Shida a cow, so there's that. Next up, we had a match between Samoa Joe taking on Gravity. And I always get nervous when anybody wrestles Gravity at this point, because I don't know if this is going to be the one that knocks Gravity out of existence. I don't know if this is going to be the time where gravity just ceases to be and we start floating among the stars and we start floating into space. Again, this didn't happen. Samoa Joe won. This is pretty much a squash match. Samoa Joe even did the nope spot and he did the whole walk that gravity does, so that was pretty funny. But this was pretty much a squash match. Alright, so soon after this, we had a trios match between the Bullet Club Gold Boys, the Bang Bang Gang, taking on the team of Vikingo, Action Andrade, and Darius Martin. One point during the match where you just cut to a wide shot of the match and you saw a cardboard cutout of Jay White. So Jay White being there in spirit, I can still hear his voice speaking to us now. But the Bullet Club won. Bang Bang Gang, put your guns up. I was about to say bangers, that's not what it's called. It's called guns. Put your guns up for the Bullet Club. Bang Bang Gang won. Pretty solid match. Next up, we had a women's match between Kiera Hogan and Mercedes Martinez. And, you know, this was a pretty fun match. I'm like, yo, I miss seeing Kiera Hogan on TV. I miss seeing her with the baddies. Mercedes Martinez is awesome as well. I want to see more of them on TV. And I hope that, I'm praying that this is the case, especially after the week women's wrestling has had with social media and Dynamite in that match between Britt Baker and Taya Valkyrie. Hopefully we can see more women, especially Kiera Hogan and Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Martinez ended up winning with submission, and she ended up keeping the submission hold on. And out of nowhere, you had Chris Statlander, who was the TBS champion. I'm like, yes, let's go. And it looked like Mercedes was going to hit Chris with the title. And then Willow Nightingale, my wrestling crush, came out looking extra good, making the save. And Nigel McGuinness said it on commentary, a fatal four-way match between all four of these women will be pretty awesome. Me personally, I feel like it would hit harder than crack in the 80s. But you know, maybe that's a possibility. Hopefully something for All In. Who knows? We'll see. So I skipped over this point on purpose. This is the last thing I want to talk about. And that is CM Punk addressing the AEW Galaxy. He came out with his red bag. And the crowd was interesting because as CM Punk was making his way to the ring, they were singing this song, they were cheering, they were all, yay, CM Punk. And then once CM Punk got in the ring and started talking to Tony Schiavone, they were like, boo. So I'm like, what side are you on? Do you want to boo this man to cheer him? You gotta pick a struggle. But we finally figured out what was in the red bag. We finally figured out the contents of the red bag. And it was a bag full of diet sodas. CM Punk revealed that it was a bag full of diet sodas this whole time. I'm just playing. It was not diet sodas. It was indeed his AEW championship. The championship that he technically never lost. The reason that the title was vacated was because he was injured and then you had the whole brawl out incident. But technically, this man was never really pinned. Nobody pinned him. Nobody made him submit. So he does have a case as to why he's still the AEW champion, as to why he's still holding the AEW championship. And not only that, CM Punk did a little Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He did a little NWO Hulk Hogan and personalized the AEW championship. Put the straight edge X on it. And it was funny because you had people saying that, oh, this is the new NXT championship. You had people saying that this is the new Twitter X championship. So that was pretty funny. But this wasn't the only thing that was to happen. Ricky Starks came out. Absolute Ricky Starks came out. He came out, and he's funny because he came out, he was like, oh, hey, it's me, Ricky Starks, guys. Listen, what's going to happen is I'm going to go back here, they're going to play my music, and I'm going to come back out here. And that's what happened. And now Nigel McGuinness was like, oh my God, it's Ricky Starks. Like, you didn't just see this man walk out. But, what happened was, Ricky Starks, I'm digging heel Ricky Starks, man. Sassy heel Ricky Starks, talking about how he pinned CM Punk twice. And as far as AEW goes, he's the only person to do that so far, right? So Ricky Starks is like, yo, if anybody should be the AEW champion and the face of Collision, it should be me. So CM Punk was like, I bet. If you want it so bad, you got it. Next week is going to be Ricky Starks taking on CM Punk for the other AEW championship. But here's the catch. There's going to be a special guest referee, and it's going to be none other than Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And not only that, SummerSlam is happening next week, so I don't know what I'm going to do as far as reviewing both shows. most likely what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just watch Collision later and just review it Sunday, and just review SummerSlam that Saturday. I don't know. But with that being said, man, this episode of Collision was awesome. Great matches, great stories being told. Possibly some stuff happening for All In. I don't know. They haven't announced any matches. They've mentioned All In, but they haven't announced any matches yet. But as far as Collision goes, man, this was a good episode, man. I guess the honorary W. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you enjoy the FTR tag team match? Did you enjoy the ladder match? Did you enjoy the show? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care of ease. I'm out. Peace.